So the next award recipient truly has championed innovation and outshined its competition in the Middle East when it comes to customer value creation in the process automation market. The company has also consistently developed breathtaking new innovations to customers in the process automation space and has always gone out of its way to meet their requirements. It's a pleasure to hand over the Frost & Sullivan 2019 Middle Eastern Process Automation Company of the Year Award to Yokogawa, Middle East. And the award recipient tonight is Mr. Norinao Sato.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for choosing Yokogawa as an automation company of the year. So on behalf of Yokogawa Corporation, headquarters in Japan, and also on behalf of Yokogawa Middle East Africa, headquarters located in Bahrain, again, I'd like to thank you for choosing Yokogawa. Okay. Yokogawa is a manufacturer and supplier of control equipment and sensors, but now we are in the process of transforming to be a digitization company. So we are in the process of enhancing our portfolio like IoT, cybersecurity, AI, machine learning, you name it. Okay. Yokogawa will continuously contribute to the success and the growth and prosperity of our companies, our customers in the field of control, measurement, and information. Thank you very much.
So, Sato-san, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
And, we're sitting here because Yokogawa has won Frost & Sullivan's 2019 award for being the Process Automation Company of the Year across the Middle East.
Okay.
And that's a big, it's a big recognition. It's a major industry. How does that feel to you?
Okay, first, it's a very good honor to have such an award.
Sure.
And we learn a lot from Sullivan.
Okay.
Okay, we are on a daily basis, we are carrying out the sales activities. But normally, we focus on very too much details.
Sure.
How to make sure, get the, make a contract with customers.
Yeah.
But sometimes we forget to have a look at the perspective, what's the direction of the market itself.
Sure.
So I think we learn a lot from Frost & Sullivan. And sometimes we have some session.
Yes.
And it's very informative for us.
Sure.
To set the target and set the strategy.
Okay.
So that's why I very appreciate it. And service from Sullivan. Plus, this kind of occasions is very, we learn a lot.
Sure.
Yeah,
well, thank you, and we appreciate that.
Okay.
I think, of course, when we talk about receiving this award, it's a result, as we know, of what Yokogawa is doing successfully. You've been in this market, you've created unique value for yourself, right?
Exactly, yes.
And you've differentiated yourself in the market. Can you talk a bit around that? What's your recipe?
Okay, I think it's a very good question.
Sure.
But very difficult to answer, because actually I'm looking for the answer.
Okay.
Okay, I think what to distinguish Yokogawa from other competitors, for example, vendors. And I always think that number one is quality of the products. Okay, this is a Japanese company.
Excellent.
Okay, and I like just to thank you for Japanese people in all times. They created some trust from the market, not only just our business, our sector market, but also like automobile and other electric appliances.
Yeah.
Okay, made in Japan, like a myth,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so more than a myth, it's been the biggest brand
correct.
for forever.
And surprisingly, still many customers using our equipment for more than 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Even before I joined Yokogawa, they decided to use our equipment. Even now, they're using that if there's any problems. And this is quality is kind of our DNA.
All right.
And on top of that, of course, we are we are step by step putting some adding our portfolio.
Yeah.
And not only hardware but also even software and digitalization solutions.
Sure.
Okay. Plus, localization is a keyword.
Sure.
Like actually, our competitors are doing the same way,
Yeah.
but our what we're trying to do is to not rely on third parties or system integrators. We try to do ourselves.
Okay.
Yokogawa's brand name,
Okay.
and we keep telling customers Yokogawa is here. For just example, this year, fiscal year, we set up the company office in Algeria, in Morocco, and in Qatar, for example. Qatar is a little bit politically sensitive situation. And exactly today, we got approval from Tokyo, it's a management meeting. We opened a company in Mozambique.
Oh, wow.
In
Okay.
Mozambique is a future, a lot of gas,
Sure.
you know, and a very future promising. That's why we, and plus, I think one more, as Egypt, for example.
Yeah.
Well, we are being operation in Egypt, but we decided to set up a branch office. So I think we promote, promoting in localization.
Sure.
And our message to customers is Yokogawa is here.
Okay.
We never run and hide.
Yeah.
Okay. Once we install our equipment,
Yeah.
we take our systems for the rest of life, maybe 20 years, 30
Sure.
years, whatever.
Sure.
Okay. So buying this way, so good quality and localization.
Yeah.
Plus, of course, we have to be commercially competitive.
Yeah.
And we have to prove that buying Yokogawa is the right answer, not
Right.
just the capex, but the opex.
Sure.
10 years, 20 years, long term. So buying Yokogawa is eventually is a most economical, best
Return
decision.
on investment.
Yeah, return on investment.
As well, yes.
So I think I firmly believe this is a most differential factor.
That's amazing because, and I have to compliment you on that, Sarasan, because, when we look at our research, I look at how we got feedback from customers about how Yokogawa has actually strived to be with the customers.
Correct.
You've managed them through the implementation processes,
Correct.
and you have made it easier for them to implement such complex solutions.
Correct.
And it's not easy to go through the the digitalization curve now.
Correct.
But it sounds like you're there, you're
Yeah.
closer to them, like you said.
Correct.
And of course, you're implementing quality, it's longevity, it's there
Correct.
forever.
Correct.
And we're seeing the benefits of that
Yeah.
come to Yokogawa as a
Correct.
brand name then.
Correct. Yes,
That's
it's true.
interesting.
So, well, in terms of marketing or advertisements, maybe our competitors may be much better than us.
Okay,
I have to admit that.
okay.
But the why our customers keep buying from Yokogawa
Right.
because they purchased
Right,
our equipment.
sure.
They really understand this is what they need.
Okay,
Okay, that's why they're repeatedly buying from Yokogawa.
Sure.
Buying this way, we are step by step, expanding our market share, and especially this region, like
Right.
Saudi Aramco,
right,
Sabic, and Adonoc, we are
Sure.
very successful
sure.
because at the beginning, 20 years ago, they don't know anything about Yokogawa.
Right,
They couldn't pronounce our name even properly.
okay,
Okay, well, we started that situation, but
Right.
one day by day, step by step, we proved how good we are, and
Sure.
they started using on trial basis.
okay.
They were so impressed with the quality, and not only just quality, but also the project methodology,
Sure.
execution methodology. Then they,
And that's the implementation part.
okay.
Oh, that's
So,
amazing. And,
okay.
and in fact, that leads me to the point around, and you I think preempted my question because I was about to ask you about your motto where, you go in and say, act local, but think global.
Okay.
So it sounds like you're taking your global technology advances,
Okay.
especially what you've developed in Japan and you've developed globally.
Correct.
And then you're coming and bringing it locally.
Correct.
Are you also then adapting some of these solutions to the local
Yeah,
requirements?
exactly. Well, just like the example of Saudi Aramco.
Yeah.
We are now doing some co-development
Okay.
with Aramco,
Wow.
and we got a few patents
Okay.
successfully from the authority. Well, this is just an example.
Okay.
Okay, so we are a global company. Headquarters is located in Japan,
Right.
but we are very active in locally. Of course, those people are in communication with in headquarters
Sure.
frequently. Okay, so again, locally and globally. This is a
Sure.
very, combination.
Okay.
Is very key.
Yeah.
So I think we understand that we are doing properly. Anyway.
Sure. And that's not easy. It's not easy. We for a company to translate global best practices, but to a local context. So I
Correct.
think Yokogawa is
Correct.
doing a good job at
Correct.
that,
Yes.
and that's interesting as well.
Okay.
How about digital transformation? You know, we hear this buzzword.
Okay.
People are still trying to figure out about
Okay.
Industry 4.0. Can you give your perspective, or
Okay.
you know what Yokogawa is doing around that?
Still, I think my assessment is digitalization is, again, you mentioned the buzzword,
Yeah.
and the definition, understanding of digitalization different for
Okay.
each customer.
Okay.
Okay, and we try to pick up a keyword of this particular customer
Okay.
and this particular customer. For example, let me share an example of Adonok,
Mm-hmm.
the biggest customer in here.
Okay.
I'm given a lot of chance to have a discussion on digitalization, and we learned their digitalization
Mm-hmm.
is currently
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of a remote operation and unmanned operation
Okay.
and full automation.
Okay.
Okay, for example, recently we got one project in Arudafra. It's a one
Right.
subsidiary of Adonok. They call one push button concept.
Okay.
That means it's a full automation.
Wow. That's
Okay.
wonderful.
Yes,
and
that's
not
full
easy.
automation.
Sure.
And this is a concept comes first, of course. And we discussed a lot with Adonok. How are we going to implement this?
Sure.
What's the detail? What's the definition of this? What's the
Okay.
details? And after discussion with Adonok, we came to know this is what they want. And actually, we implemented
Okay.
and we delivered,
Okay.
and we got some good feedback from that project.
Okay.
So I think again the point is definition of digitalization is different
Okay.
for each customer,
Yes.
and maybe even each department, even
Yeah.
with same company,
Okay.
maybe different.
Wow.
Okay.
That's amazing. So
Yeah,
you're
but
saying
that's why we have to pick up what their challenges, what
Sure.
their difficulties,
Sure.
what their direction. After knowing that, how we can comply and how realize their directions.
Sure.
That's why we have to have portfolio.
Okay.
Okay, not all. As of today, no single company can provide full services.
Full solutions.
It's impossible,
Sure.
right? That's why some technologies belongs to us. We
Okay.
you invented our technology.
Sure.
But some areas we work with partner, and we merged,
Okay.
acquired companies. By this way, we have to have a portfolio.
Okay.
Okay, and company A, okay, after hearing their challenges, what about this? And company B, this. And the another aspect is, our company slogan is co-innovation.
Mm-hmm.
That is, let's develop together with customers.
Sure.
Okay, well, we are manufacturers, and historically, okay, for example, we develop something. Okay, we develop something, please use it.
Right.
That's a style.
Right.
But now it's totally different.
Sure.
We listen to customers.
Right.
What's your challenges? What's your issue?
Mm.
Okay, what's the direction? After knowing that, then we make a proper proposal.
Sure.
Some cases, even if you don't have any portfolio,
Okay.
then let's develop together.
Okay.
That's exactly what we're doing. Many customers in Japan,
Yeah.
and even here in, as I mentioned, Saroji Aramco.
Right.
That's what we're doing that. So we're proposing the same message to, Adonok, for example. Okay.
So you're essentially coming in and saying we've got a few things that are our own technologies, but you're not stopping at that. You're extending your technology
Correct.
know-how
Correct.
to take inputs from other system providers, absorb that, but then deliver a complete solution
Correct.
to a client.
Correct.
So you're satisfying the complete need.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
But as long as we supply, it's going to be Yokogawa
Sure.
quality.
Absolutely.
That's why in making some alliances, of course, we spend hours to investigate what their technologies and their company culture, not only just technologies, but
Okay.
the company culture.
Okay.
Okay, the match, with
Yeah.
our company culture, for example.
Okay.
After like a dating.
That's
before
amazing.
get married, we're dating. After
Yeah.
we like each other,
Sure.
and then we're going to the marriage. We take that process.
Okay.
Okay.
That's amazing. I mean, because I think these are very clearly some of the reasons why from our research we found you to be emerging as a company of the year. Because what I hear you now say is you've been developing technologies on your own. You've been collaborating with your clients to co-invent.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It sounds like you're partnering with other providers to make sure there's a complete solution.
Okay.
It sounds like you're translating your best practices and learnings globally and bringing them to the region as well.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think those are some really impressive parts. And you talked about digital transformation.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the region benefits from having a company like you bring in your knowledge on that.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
That's wonderful.
yeah.
I think for me, one of the other questions was just your feedback on the event, how you found it, if you have any suggestions for improvement
Oh, this
for our event. Yeah,
Well, okay. I think my just personal opinion
please.
is some companies totally new to me.
Okay.
That's why maybe if I come to know, oh,
Yeah.
this company is doing this,
Right.
this, in just one piece of paper,
Sure.
free some short,
Sure.
introductions.
Sure.
It's more beneficial for us. Okay,
Understood.
oh, this company technology looks
Right.
very attractive. Let's
Right.
maybe exchange business card,
Sure.
and let's continue discuss something.
Oh, that's a wonderful suggestion.
Yeah, and
I
the
will-
socialization.
Sure.
And especially in the field of digitalization.
Sure.
Again, as I mentioned, no single
Right.
company can do everything.
No, they can't.
Right, that's
you're,
why-
you're very right.
Okay, well, this company looks like, we are weak
Yeah.
in this area and looks like very good. So
Yeah.
let's start discussion
Sure.
and we try to find any areas which
Sure.
are mutually beneficial, for
Well,
example.
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for that feedback, Sato-san,
Okay.
and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I don't have any other specific questions
Okay.
for you, but if there's anything that you would like to conclude with,
No.
you have any points to share?
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah. Nowadays, everybody's saying digitalization.
Yes.
But now is a time for us to prove,
Yeah.
how we can contribute customers.
Sure.
Okay, and well, nowadays I have a given chance to have a meeting with many customers, but
Okay.
they never, for example, in Saudi Arabia and UAE, they never ask a question about function of DCS,
Okay.
function of sensors.
Okay.
They have no interest. They have two questions. One is, what about local content,
Okay.
like Ikutiva ICV,
Right.
right? And how about your capability of digitalization?
Sure.
Okay, these are two keywords.
Right.
Okay, so I think in couple of years, it's time to prove. Okay, we could be a real partner of
Sure.
with those companies. And nowadays, such a big company, they have some tendency that so far in the past, they accept technologies
Right.
and vendors, and the cheapest one is the winner. Wikipedia
Yeah.
cheapest one.
Right.
But after the word of digitalization comes, okay, they try to change their mindset.
Okay.
They will try to working relationship
Mm-hmm.
with some particular vendors
Sure.
because they need us. They need vendors.
Right.
And the vendors needs from support from end users. It's a mutual
Sure.
relationship.
Sure.
It's getting more tight and tight.
Okay.
That's why I think procurement attitude from major customers,
Right.
I feel is changing.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's a big change. then.
And well, I just it's not confidential basis, but the next coming Sunday, we're going to have a strategic alliance partnership agreement signing ceremony
Okay.
and with SABIC.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Yeah.
The SABIC message is this is not just a purchase agreement.
Okay.
This is a corporate agreement
Yes.
and covering not only just the supply of equipment, but
Right.
also joint development, like manufacturing, manufacturing like Ikutiva, for example, and lots of things.
Sure.
It's corporate agreement.
Sure.
Okay.
And we won't bother you to give me too many details because you're saying it's on
Okay.
Sunday.
Yeah.
But no, and I think I appreciate that because, from what we've seen as well, we've seen Yokogawa obviously being selected in the
Okay.
market
Okay.
for the technology you're bringing, for the customization, for the implementation ability. And what you've just told me echoes around exactly those lines.
Okay.
So I think it's a great perspective you're
Okay.
sharing,
Okay.
and I'm sure the region, these kind of strategic alliances will help the region learn much more from Yokogawa.
Correct.
So
I
that's
understand
impressive.
that this is kind of represents a trend,
Sure.
not only Middle East but also all globally.
Okay.
Okay, so hopefully, as many as customers possible, they select Yokogawa as kind
Sure.
of partnership agreement, this kind of things,
Sure.
and they mutually develop each other.
Okay.
This,
Wonderful.
yeah. Okay, this is what I want.
Well, thank you, Sato-san.
Okay, thank you very much.
I really appreciate you sharing these comments
Okay.
and these perspectives. They're invaluable,
Okay.
and we wish you all the very best.
Thank you. Thank you very
Right.
much.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
as well.
Thank you very much.
All
Thank
the
you,
best.
Habib.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very
Right.
much.